Oh, nice! Woohoo! Oh, please touch the brake. Oh, nice! Hang up. Don't touch the brake, don't touch the brake. Oh, no, I don't think he's coming through here.
No, it's gone the other way.
Well, no, Graham Anzac. Whoa, that was nice. Oh, shit! What did you do? You did crash. Do you think those handlebars are a little bit of a funny angle?
No, that's alright, yeah.
Oh shit! Good morning everyone, it's Lance here for Best Day Ever Mountain Biking, and we're off to Whistler. I know I've been saying that for months now, but we are actually going. We were supposed to go a few months back. Steve broke his elbow and we didn't want to leave him behind, so we delayed the trip. Have you ever thought, well, I'd like to go to Whistler too? What's involved? Well, it's quite nice if you can hook up some mates, but if you can't, you can still go on your own. But if you can go get some people together, makes accommodation and shuttles and all those sort of things more cost effective. So you've got some mates, you bought your flight tickets, now you've got to decide, do I take a bike or not? For this trip, I am going to take a bike, the trusty old Zero Taniwha. I'm going to take that. So, few tips for taking a bike. One, give it a good clean before you go. This is not so important going to Whistler, but on the way back, you better clean it like it's just come out of the factory, as New Zealand Customs is very, very fussy. Especially scrub those tyres, get those super clean. Next thing, you could take the wheels off. Sometimes you can get it in the box with one wheel on. In my setup, I have both wheels off. A box, you say? Why take a box? Why not get yourself a fancy Evoc bag? Well, two reasons really. One, they're expensive, and two, they actually weigh more than a cardboard box. Your average Evoc bag is about 8.5 kilos. Your cardboard box is a little under 6, so a couple of kilos saved. And my bike is not super light, so I need every one of those kilos to get underneath the 23 kilo limit for Air New Zealand. A few tips: when you're packing, I like to put a spacer between the fork and the rear triangle, just in case the bike does get squashed. I don't want those things being compressed. I also, if you get right down in there, I actually pack the brake calipers just to make sure that they don't get accidentally squeezed, and then I've got to try and open them up again. Some padding on the sanctions just to protect those. And I also like to just put a bit of cardboard around the rotors. If you've got a bit of, you can if you want, actually take the rotors off, but I'm a bit lazy. I've done it a few times and the bike always seems to arrive in one piece, so I've left the rotors on. Alright, I'm going to pack the box and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so the bike is in the box. A couple of useful tips. One, I like to put a polystyrene block, or even several of them sometimes, and this prevents the box from being compressed. Two, I bungee tie the wheels in place so that they do not roll back and forward, so everything stays still. The seat I set to a height for the top of the box so that it can't move if the box is tipped upside down. Likewise, the headset, and I put a bit of packing on there, prevents the bike from moving. So really, even if the bike is lifted upside down, the bike won't move. The other thing you can do, there's still quite a bit of space. I'll throw my helmet down the back there. If you're going to Whistler, you're going to want a full face helmet. I've got the Leat Enduro helmet, which can be as an open face helmet. So that goes down there, and it gives me a couple of options really in terms of open face and full face. Another useful tip is when you're going to Whistler, take a lock. There's a lot of bike thieves go over there, so even if you just stopped in the town centre and the cafe, lock it up. What I do is I take the chain, I chain it up to one of the bike racks there. I don't carry it with me all day, but when I want to stop, I can just chain my bike up back in the village. So anyway, there's the bike in the box. As you can see, it's a well-used box. It's been on multiple trips and it still survived. Worth making a few. They usually got some hand holes. I reinforced mine just to make it easier to pick the box up. Otherwise they tend to get ripped by the baggage handlers. So we'll see you at the airport. Right, the bike is in its box and we are on our way to the airport. The bike weighs 23, or has to weigh 23, 23.2, just made it, eh? The boys are all waiting there at the airport, which is good news. They had a 13-hour flight. Some of us managed to get a little bit of sleep. At the other end we get picked up by a shuttle. You can take a bus up to Whistler, but if you've got a decent group it's about the same money to charter a van. A couple of hours up to Whistler, nice drive, very scenic, and before you know it we're at our accommodation.
Sunday is going back.
Oh, good morning there. First day of Whistler, super excited. Oh, yeah, the shirt. It's a bit wacky, but hey, it's a one-off, and no one else will have one. So let's get out of bed, let's get the bikes together, and let's head up that mountain.
All right, let's go wake up some of the boys. You guys decent? Oh, time to get up, guys. First morning of Whistler. Come on, out of bed. Oh my God, you guys all got the same shirt. All right, got those boys out of bed. Let's go and see where everyone else is. It's breakfast time. Oh no, you guys, even more of those shirts. How did that happen? Well, the good news is the bikes all arrived in one piece. In my experience, the airlines seem to look after them pretty well certainly Air New Zealand does. It always pays to take a direct flight to minimise the handling. When you're putting the bike together, make sure you get everything nice and tight, and it pays after every ride to check those nuts and bolts, because it's amazing riding in a bike park how it will shake everything loose. Another good tip I find as well is that whatever tools you took the bike apart with is to take them with you, so you've got exactly the same tools to reassemble them, which is always a good idea. One of the great things about a Zeroed is you don't have a derailleur to work out how to put back on again. You having fun there, Jamie?
How do you drive these things?
I think you just glue them on.
Oh no, that's going to go there, but this has got to swing around this way? Must be, isn't
You'll
it?
need a wheel in there as well at some point. Alright, bikes together. Most importantly, you must swap out the Auckland Air for Whistler Air, as you can get much bigger jumps. So I'm going to put some Whistler Air in now, and we should be away. Well, the crazy shirts may seem a bit crazy, but actually they turned out quite cool. Lots of people thought they were funny and it was interactive with us. We thought was funny was this guy here was actually wearing the same shirt and he wasn't even with us. There's always one in there. Well guys, we finally made it. We're on the lift on Whistler. We've all had our coffees. We've got our nice shirts on. We've even seen a guy wearing the same shirt in the park. What's the odds of that? But anyway, we're going to start with a nice cruisy run at the top, and we'll see you then. All right, you've probably seen a million videos of A-Line and Dirt Merchant. But this is a much more manageable track for old blokes like us. Got smaller jumps. Nice little wall ride. Over the box. Craig's in front of me. He's just getting over a hand injury, so he's got to find his mojo back. These two just love this track. I don't know how many times they'll make me do it. It's a good, nice way to start the morning. Oh, nice boys. We'll probably head up A-Line at some stage, but no doubt we'll be casing all the jumps. Oh, nice. Oh, Bit slow still. Not very good at jumps, as you can tell. Hopefully get a bit better as the 2 weeks go on. Whoa, it's a squirrel! I don't know if that'll come out in the video.
Oh yeah.
Bang, bang.
Bang. Go on.
Bang.
On to you, bud. Craig. All right.
Don't leave. That's pretty much the first run of the morning done. Whoa, look at those cubes.
Zach, what's that smell in here?
I think it could be me. No shower.
When did you shower last, Zach?
Well, before we got on the plane, the morning before, so that would make it 1, 2, 3, 3.5 days.
You dirty, dirty man. Oh, you
Smelvin the
man.
great. Smelvin.
You guys are incredibly lucky you can't smell what it's like in this garden, because this is not nice, eh?
It is a fresh.
Okay, so we did crank it up. Nice blue jump trail. Nice easy way to start the morning. Top tip when coming to Whistler, take it easy. Sometimes you get a bit excited and carried away. We're heading down Fade to Black, a double black jump track. Now I must point out, we're keen to do this, but obviously later in the week. So we're just going to have a look at it. Only a look. Okay, so we stopped on Fade to Black. We're probably not going to do it right now, but this is Zach and Graham. They want to hit this up. I've actually, believe it or not, done it in 2011, but that's when I wasn't such a scaredy pants, but we might, we'll see. So you start off with a sort of drop. It's a significant drop into a reasonably tight turn, so you've got to get it right. And there's some other features which we might show you a bit later down the track. Next feature is actually not too bad. It's a bit of a gap and a drop, and then you swing around here, and then it's into the step up, which again is not too bad, but you really have to be committed because you don't want to go underneath it. And then I think literally you go up over the top as you do, and then there is a drop on the other side here as well.
Right up. Nice, Graham. You got it.
Alright, here comes Graham doing the drop. Nice. Easy as. Alright, here comes Zach. Oh no, Graham and Zach. Whoa, that was nice. Oh shit! Jeez, man. Crikey. What did you do?
I just crashed.
You did crash.
You okay? Oh, you crashed?
You crashed, yeah. Jeez, mate.
I'm alright.
Who's it?
Brother?
You were going fast, Zach.
Too fast.
You were going way too fast.
Yeah.
Because you jumped right up onto that table.
I didn't know where to come off. I should have looked. I came off sideways.
Yeah. You were very close, mate, but how you feeling?
Have you anything sore that shouldn't be sore?
Yeah, my ankle.
Oh,
Here,
that's no
here,
good.
look. You fucker.
Oh, that does look sore, mate.
Just give
Well,
it
I
a
made
minute,
it.
so, yeah,
I got it. The camera's on too.
Oh, you look so impressive too, mate. You look really, really
It's
good.
going to be a film and a half.
Oh,
Isn't it?
yeah, man.
So did you see Zach's face? He's crashed, he's in pain, but he's videoed this cool crash jump that he's taken. Yeah, turns out not. He actually had it in photo mode. So here's the pics, guys.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
What a day.
Best day ever?
Best day ever.
And it's only absolutely.
All right, following Craig into
All right,
Train.
following Craig down here into Freight Train. Always a good fun track. Now, one tip I do have is lunchtime, maybe hold back on the beers a little bit. You're on holiday having a good time, but you still have to remember that it's a pretty gnarly track, some of these, and we're all getting a bit overexcited on our first day. So take it easy.
All right, this is
This track's called No Joke. It's a little bit techier, one of the black sort of tech trails.
They go from single black up into double black. So technically this one isn't too hard, so we shouldn't get up to too much problems. That's a bit more like it. A little bit cheeky, which is what I like. Oh, yeah. Must admit, starting to feel quite confident at this stage. And I think sometimes we're all getting a bit overconfident on our first day. We had this plan of only doing the very easy stuff on the first day and just warming up into it. But yeah, start to really enjoy myself. It's a bit trickier, isn't it? There's a wooden roller coming up here. Now in the past I've done this and actually stalled on the big roll and fell off, so I decided to take the B line to be safe. Oh shit! Oh yeah! I don't know quite what happened there. I was looking to my left. Alright, that was a good start. I don't know quite what happened there. I always keep saying that, don't I? Alright, that hurt a little. I wasn't even going fast. I don't know quite what happened there. Woo! Shit! Woo! I didn't expect that. I give myself a shock sometimes when suddenly I'm in the air and I wasn't expecting it. Well, that might be a candidate for best day ever. I think we all got a bit carried away, but we had an epic day. In fact, we were still riding at 6 o'clock at night. The chairlifts still run then, and the guys wanted to go up again, but I suggested that, look, maybe we should just call it a day. Had a few crashes. I'm a bit sore. Zach's really sore. He came off that jump and just ploughed it into a tree. I don't know how he got away with that. He is pretty bruised and bashed up, but he's a tough man, and I'm sure he'll keep going. We're coming down a track called Midgard, down to Crankside. This was a nice, fast, flowy, hopefully safer track to ride. If you're enjoying the videos, we'd love it if you subscribe, thumbs up, like, and all that sort of thing. And we'll see you on the next one. Gonna go.